What's up guys and welcome to the channel. In this video we're gonna check out the Eve mousepad. It's kind of weird that the mousepad does not have a model name or anything, it's just like the company name and then mousepad. But well, who cares about the name, let's talk about the mousepad itself. The quality in this pad is really impressive. For example, the stitching is barely raised and it's very soft. This stitching should not feel abrasive to anyone in my opinion. There is also almost no fraying whatsoever even after about 4 weeks of use. The stitching is not artisan level, but it's really good. The pad does come rolled up in a box, but it did lay flat right out of the box for me. So let's continue with the base. It's made of natural rubber. It sticks to my table very well. I can move the pad if I want to, but in game it does not happen at all. The base does not glue to my desk right out of the box like artisan bases do, but it's still great. There are also no bumps whatsoever and it's completely flat. Looking at the design, this mousepad looks really simple and sleek. It's only available in black and there is this small grey logo in the bottom right corner. You can barely see it and I do like the simple and small branding. Availability seems to be also good for the mousepad, but it's only available through their own web store. According to their website, the availability is quite high. For example, there are shipping options to US, Europe, Japan and international. The size options are great as that 50x50cm option is really great for a lot of users. But the standard 45cm x 40cm option is not available at all. Then there are of course larger and smaller options as well. Looking at pricing for the other sizes, the largest one is $50 and the smallest one is $20. And the price is the same in euros, so us Europeans do not get screwed this time. The thing about Eve as a company is that they have a little bit of a history. Their previous product is a gaming monitor and before that they had a laptop. Linus Tech Tips did a review on the monitor and there is some more information about the company in that video. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. Moving on to surface, and firstly, this pad has Cordura in it, which means that the mousepad is basically water and dirt repellent. It actually seems completely water resistant as when you drop water to the pad, the moisture does not go to the base or the surface. Compared to the MPC 450 and the SPC Gear Endorphin Speed, this is not as easy to clean. The surface is more textured so small particles can get stuck in it. But you can still just wipe off dust and hair without a lint roller. Which is really good for me as I'm quite lazy in cleaning out these mousepads. Cordura also should make the mousepad very durable, but I can only say that I used the pad for 4 weeks and there is no wear anywhere to be found. Considering the features of the surface, I already mentioned that it's slightly more textured than the MPC 450 and the Endorphin Cordura Speed from SPC Gear. This actually makes it quite a bit slower than those two, so there is a bit more static friction and quite a bit more dynamic friction. The surface feeling is very unique and I can't really compare it to any other pad. Compared to all these other Cordura mousepads, the surface does not actually feel like it has Cordura at all. But it's water resistant, so I definitely do believe it's a Cordura pad. The Artisan Zero Soft that I have feels quite similar, and I suspect that the Artisan Zero Mid would feel even more similar. But it's not an exact match by any means. I do think that the Artisan Zero has more stopping power. So basically it has more dynamic friction. The Eve mousepad sort of provides a middle ground for the Cooler Master MP510 and the Endgame Gear MPC 450. It's faster and smoother than the MP510, but slower and rougher than the MPC 450. Let's go a little bit deeper into the surface in context of games of course. Usually this kind of a mousepad that has quite a low amount of friction is not considered to be too good for TAC FPS games. I don't necessarily agree with that, I feel that it's just a matter of opinion and being used to something. For me, this mousepad provides enough stopping power, for example for CSGO and Valorant. And then again, when I consider a higher time to kill game like Warzone or Apex, there is still quite a low amount of friction, so tracking is easy. That combined with the very good non-abrasive stitching and good comfort, it's very hard to beat this mousepad in terms of in-game performance. As I already mentioned, it's pretty hard to compare this to any other mousepad, but if you want something in between of the Cooler Master MP510 and the Endgame Gear MPC 450, and of course you want Cordura, this is a very good option. I actually absolutely love this pad, but as a consumer, you have to decide if you actually want to buy it from Eve. There is controversy behind the company and they had issues with their laptops and their monitors, But then again, mousepads are way easier to produce. I enjoyed gaming with the mousepad, and this is definitely not the last time it will be on my desk. For those who are used to control pads, this is a much safer option than the Endgame Gear MPC 450 or the SPC Gear Endorphic Order Speed. That's pretty much it for the video. This is easily a top 5 mousepad for me. It's just pretty hard to recommend this considering the background of Eve. I highly recommend for you to do your own research and decide if you want to buy it or not. And thank you for Eve for sending the mousepad for review. I wasn't expecting the pad to be this amazing. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you enjoy my content, hit that subscribe button, and see you in the next one.